problem. It will be a revision. 116 foods. Tell me what are the rich sources of vitamin A?
Foods that contain keratin, like papaya, carrot,
Yeah, yeah. Yellow and orange foods. Very good. What are the non-vegetarian sources, beta? Okay. Okay. Now let us see, beta, vitamin A. See, first of all, let us go with sources. Animal sources contain vitamin A. Best sources are liver, kidney, egg yolk, milk, cheese, butter, fish, cod liver oil. All these are rich in vitamin A. Then vegetable sources are yellow and dark green vegetables and fruits. Okay. We have carrots, spinach, amaranthus, pumpkins, mango, and papaya. Okay. So once we know these dietary sources, then we should know the simple other thing. How much do we require per day? What is the RDA? Required dietary allowance. So in case of adults, like in males, it is 3,500 international units. And in case of females, it is 2,500 international units. And of course, the requirement will increase during pregnancy, lactation, and also in growing children. Okay, beta? No. After this, we will now see what did he ask in question? Generally functions, RDA sources. We saw dietary requirements. We will see the functions and we will see the deficiency disorders. Okay. So what are the various functions, Ritika? Recently we did, right? See, vitamin A, it's a very important vitamin because it helps in vision. Okay. It also helps in the multiplication of epithelial cells. Okay. It helps in the maintenance of growth, the reproduction. Now, see, let us see this summary of vitamin A absorption, transport, and biochemical functions. It's very nicely given. Now, see, in the diet, we take vitamin either in vegetarian form like beta carotene or non-vegetarian form like retinyl esters. So, beta carotene, it is now entering whatever we eat, it is passing through the esophagus and then into the stomach, and absorption takes place in the small intestine. So, in the small intestine, the beta carotene is converted to retinol. Retinol is converted to retinol. This is aldehyde form and this is ketone form. And if we take animal source, retinyl esters like free fatty acids are liberated and retinol is directly entering into the intestinal cell. So to this retinol, again free fatty acids are added and retinyl esters are formed. Okay. Now, these retinyl esters, they are now transported in the form of chylomicrons. If you remember, chylomicrons are nothing but transport form of lipoproteins, isn't it? HDL, LDL, VLDL, chylomicrons, all these are the transport form of lipoproteins, the composition of which we also find retinyl esters. Now these chylomicrons, they go to the liver and they get stored over there. Okay. So what is the storage form of vitamin A? Retinyl palmitate. So chylomicrons are transporting the retinyl esters and these retinyl esters are converted to all trans retinol, which is converted into a storage form, retinyl palmitate. Okay. Suppose if our body is in need of vitamin A, the trans retinol, it gets converted to retinol. Okay. Retinol is now, see, retinol binding protein is added to it, then retinol and the retinol binding protein, finally what happens, it enters into target cell. For example, our target cell is suppose the retinal cells. Okay, those are rods and cones, or it may be the epithelial cells, it may be the ovarian, cuboidal epithelial, germinal epithelium of testes or ovaries, because everywhere we see vitamin A is showing its function. So just imagine any of these cells. Suppose if it is cuboidal epithelial cell of ovary, so what is happening? This retinol is going there, it is converted to retinoic acid. This is the cytoplasm. From there, it is transported to the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, we have receptors to bind with retinoic acid. We know, like, whenever, if you remember, we have studied various hormones like thyroid hormone, growth hormone, so many hormones. They will have receptors either at the cell membrane or they will have receptors at the nuclear membrane. So these receptors will allow this particular retinoic acid. That means it is acting same like hormones. That's why vitamin A and vitamin D, they act as hormones. So according to the new like version, these vitamin A and vitamin D, they are considered as hormones more than vitamins. Okay. So this retinoic acid is now entering inside the nucleus. It is now converted to mRNA. Okay, messenger RNA. Okay, messenger RNA, we know like that means transcription is taking place and we know specific proteins are produced by means of translation. And that's how cell differentiation, cell multiplication is possible. Okay, this is the function of vitamin A beta. Apart from this, the other function it does is it helps in the vision. So that is retina, all trans retinal, and then visual cycle. Let us see that Wald's visual cycle. This one beta. This is the cycle which is taking place inside the rods. Okay. Then what is happening? See this rhodopsin which is present inside the rods. So whenever there is nerve impulse, it is now split into all trans retinol and opsin. This is like a reversible reaction. Again, opsin is converted to rhodopsin, rhodopsin is converted to opsin. Now see here, all trans retinol is can be converted to 11-cis retinol or all trans retinol. Only enzyme will differ. If it is a retinol isomerase, 11-cis retinol. If it is alcohol dehydrogenase in the liver, it is converted to all trans retinol. Again, isomerase in the liver, it will convert into 11-cis retinol. So these are the changes which usually we find in the rods inside the retina, retinal cells, which help in the mechanism of vision. Okay. So apart from Wald's visual cycle, now let us see the summary of all functions, what vitamin A does. So vitamin A, we know it helps in the vision, isn't it? So that is rhodopsin cycle, also called as Wald's visual cycle. The same cycle is little elaborated here. You just look into the flow chart and you can write. Okay. Then color vision inside cones also we see this type of cycle. We have three types of cones.